In a small village in the warm and colorful lands of Africa, like a corner of paradise, lived a young and beautiful girl named ADANNA. The village was surrounded by lush hills filled with palm trees and was the center of vibrant life. ADANNA had grown up amidst these natural beauties, internalizing the warmth and colors of nature. ADANNA was one of the happiest and most hopeful young girls in the village. She would wake up with the sunrise, greet the day with the melodies of birds, and illuminate the village with her smile, always carrying a smile on her face and inspiring those around her with her positive energy. Like the other young girls in the village, ADANNA also had a great love for the land and nature. Every day, she would work in the fields surrounding the village, planting seeds and watering plants. Seeing the abundance given by the earth had become almost a ritual for her. However, one day, the hand of fate reached out to her, and she experienced an event that would shake her life to its core. This event would turn her joy and hopes upside down. This event would be a turning point in ADANNA's life. As ADANNA, with the innocence of her young age, tried to explore the world, she fell in love with a stranger passing through their village. That day, a traveler from distant lands arrived in their village. The stranger carried a mysterious aura and drew attention with the energy he exuded. ADANNA's heart began to beat rapidly with his arrival. When the stranger stepped into the village, he enchanted everyone around him. His mysterious gaze and extraordinary conversations aroused curiosity among the villagers. However, ADANNA was different from the others. Her heart was overflowing with attraction to the stranger. Even in their first meetings, the chemical attraction between them deeply affected both sides. As ADANNA listened to the stranger's stories, she was drawn further into his mysterious world. The adventures in distant lands that the stranger recounted fueled her imagination and sparked a desire to explore the boundaries beyond the world. As their bond grew stronger with each passing day, the fiery passion in ADANNA's heart intensified. At night, they would talk for hours under the stars, sharing their dreams and hopes. ADANNA felt safe in the arms of the stranger and longed to experience the peace that being with him brought. Every moment spent with him became the most precious moments of her life. However, ADANNA's family and the villagers were skeptical of the stranger. They questioned his true intentions and tried to keep their daughter away from him. However, ADANNA's heart was determined enough to overcome these obstacles. Her love and passion were too strong to let go of her feelings for the stranger. They did not have enough information about where the stranger came from, so they questioned his intentions and were concerned about protecting their daughter. The elders in the village were deeply rooted in traditional values and preferred to be cautious around outsiders. ADANNA's family was uncomfortable with their daughter's interest in the stranger and warned her against it. In their eyes, the stranger was perceived as a threat, and they did not want ADANNA to engage with him. Similarly, the villagers shared the same concerns and cautioned ADANNA against meeting with the stranger. However, despite these warnings, ADANNA's heart could not suppress her feelings for the stranger. The time spent with him transported ADANNA to another world and allowed her to explore true love. The young girl felt that her bond with the stranger was real and deep, and she wanted to experience the happiness of being with him. The power of love strengthened ADANNA's determination and courage. Neither her family's nor the villagers' objections could weaken the strong bond between the young lovers' hearts. Their love was strong enough to overcome obstacles, and they were determined to fight together to overcome them. Several months later, when ADANNA learned that she was pregnant, a scandal erupted in the village. The news spread rapidly and caused a great shock among the villagers. ADANNA's family and the villagers ostracized the young girl and felt anger and disappointment towards her. The traditional values in the village were based on the belief that a young woman should not become pregnant before marriage, leading to a wave of condemnation and exclusion from the community. ADANNA was left alone with a broken heart in the face of these reactions. With her family and the villagers ostracizing her, she decided to go to the man she loved. Being with him was her only hope and solace. However, as she made this decision, she had to cope with fear and uncertainty. She carried concerns about both her own future and the future of her baby, but her love and determination continued to propel her forward. When ADANNA's foreign lover learned about the pregnancy, he unexpectedly disappeared. ADANNA was devastated when she learned that the man she loved had abandoned her. She was left both emotionally and physically alone. With the foreigner's escape, ADANNA unexpectedly found herself alone, drowning in a deep sense of loneliness and helplessness. The young girl had to struggle with the challenges brought by her pregnancy. Every day, she needed a strong willpower to cope with exhaustion and uncertainty. Additionally, she had to contend with society's exclusion. The villagers continued to condemn and ostracize her, maintaining their prejudices against her. However, ADANNA attempted to persevere through this difficult process with the love of a mother and her strong willpower. Every day, the feeling of love and responsibility she felt for her baby in her womb inspired her. She was determined to do everything in her power to overcome this adversity. Every day, she continued to live with hope and faith, because the love of a mother within her gave her strength and enabled her to cope with life. After a long and arduous pregnancy, ADANNA finally gave birth to a little girl one day. Amidst the pains of childbirth, with the help of the women and elders in the village, she cradled her daughter, whom they named ZARA. The baby's first cry filled ADANNA's heart with a wave of joy and hope. In that moment, all the hardships seemed worth it for her. ADANNA loved ZARA with all her heart, and as she held her, the love of a mother made her forget everything else. ZARA was a beacon of hope for ADANNA. Her innocent face brought forth new hopes for the future. Looking into her daughter's eyes, ADANNA was filled with a strong determination to do what was best for her. The young mother was determined to fight to provide ZARA with a bright future. Together, they aimed to overcome the ostracism and condemnation in the village and lead a happy and successful life. ZARA symbolized ADANNA's belief and hope in a fresh start. Her presence gave ADANNA strength and motivation, keeping her hopes alive for the future. Though ADANNA's story was filled with challenges she faced at a young age, it truly showcased the immense love and strength of a mother. After a pregnancy and childbirth filled with difficulties, a significant change began in ADANNA's life. She was no longer alone. Little ZARA was by her side, and together they were determined to rebuild their faith in life. With ZARA's presence, ADANNA began to feel the power of motherhood more deeply. With each breath, Her love and responsibility towards Zara strengthened her further. She relied on her strong maternal instincts to overcome challenges and solidify her determination to provide a better future for her daughter. Little Zara became a beacon of hope for ADANNA. Her smile brought hope and happiness to ADANNA's face. Every day, as Zara grew and developed, ADANNA's love and strength as a mother deepened. For her, Zara's health and happiness were paramount, motivating her even further. ADANNA and Zara began to rebuild their faith in life together. With their love and support for each other, they were determined to overcome challenges. Knowing that ADANNA was not alone and that Zara was always by her side gave her strength and courage. Together, they moved forward with a hopeful perspective on life and looked towards the future with optimism. If you enjoyed this story and want more content, keep following us. We'll continue exploring the rich folklore of Africa. Thank you.